Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. So, ah man, new ritual beast, spiritual beast, so let's take a look. Whew. I think I've never play tested this deck before. Like 2014 I think, the first wave of support. And I think most people remember Ritual Beast, Spiritual Beast as in it was a super, well, not per se, not necessarily a slow deck, but it just took them so long to set up their board, right? And then during your turn, tag out, and then during their turn again, tag out, etc. You know the deck. This new support is fantastic. They got a new continuous spell, which is basically a searcher. It also can switch positions. They got a new monster, Lara, which is fantastic. When she's banished, doesn't matter how, she will special. It's basically a hero list for the deck, and you can discard her from the hand to give you another normal summon, which again could be beneficial because of all the spiritual beasts, monsters, tamers. They can only be special summoned once, and that's important. They also got a new fusion, which can be easily made by using the materials from their graveyard, and that's important, by banishing them, and that triggers the new Lara. So again, super convenient. It also protects your monsters. They also got a new Link Forward, which again, it's interruption during their turn. It's fantastic. So, all these combo lines, Jesus, it's one of the most, difficult decks I think I've ever played. It's, remember like years ago I said DDD is one of the hardest decks. This is very similar, at least from my experience. This is not really a deck that you can pick up and let's say, okay, let's play this for fun. As in, it just needs so much preparation because of the combo lines. But the huge advantage of the new support is that, like, if you saw the list, which is not finalized, of course, 42, 41 cards, but with this new support, the deck has so many one-card starters that it's ridiculous. Like triple, Kanahak, triple Rampengu, the three searches, and so on, and so on, and so on. And that's quite scary, because that leaves you, and as you saw, that leaves you with like almost, well, half of the deck probably for non-engine. So like hand traps and talents or thrust or prosperity or skill drain even, because as you know, the deck has the ability to play your through or around your own skill drain. A couple of I think combos that are bread and butter for the deck. So like one Kanahak, for example. I believe the first two are just off one Kanahak, and during their turn, the new fusion protects your cards from being targeted. Well, monsters, that is. Well, spiritual beast monsters, unless itself, right? And it can tag out, etc. So, make your steeds live if, again, you want to have as many spiritual beasts on your side of the field to destroy as many monsters from your opponent with steeds. Another line that could be important for game number 2 and 3 if you know your opponent is unevenly matched or whatever. I think this is pretty much the same. I think where it differs was previously, because, yeah, indeed, because I already have the Apelio. So Apelio hits the field. Now important is that you need to work towards double level 6 on field to make it so that you have a rank 6 exceed play. And Evolzar Lars is one of those generic rank 6 exceeds that gives you protection. Again, during your opponent's turn, you could potentially tag out for Apelio, banish Lara. During their turn, Lara triggers because she's banished, special summon another spiritual beast, ritual beast, etc. So that's already 2 names, and with double steeds, that's multiple interruptions. And all of one card. This is all of one card. Crazy. OG combos, so Elder plus Rampengu and Elder plus Kanahak. Very similar. The lines now, well, because of the lines now, you have access to the Link 4. And as you know, Bond kind of cheats out any extra deck fusion or extra deck spiritual beast, and that kind of cheats out the Link 4. The Link 4 gives you a beneficial normal summon, plus during their turn, it targets one of your monsters and one of their cards, banish both, but you can tag out with your fusion, for example. So now the Saffron, basically the Breed Dragon, gives you an extra normal summon. So again, very similar to the one before. You're kind of working towards another level 6. So double level 6 on field, double ulti Kanahak, which is again rank 6 exceed play. Like, look at this. You have the protection of the fusion. You have an interruption with your Link 4 to tag out the fusion. That special summons Apelio banish Lara trigger, special summon any ritual beast, whatever. So that's 2 ritual beasts, well, 3 actually. So 3 pops twice, plus an omni-negation, plus an interruption, and multiple pops with double steeds. Crazy stuff. Very similar combo line, but now it was I think Elder Kanahawk, right? I think so, yeah, indeed. Right, you have access to Kanahawk, so eventually, you know, you will banish your Rampengu, and this is almost the same combo. It kind of differs because you're going for your fusion a little bit later. The thing here is that in most situations you want to get off that new fusion, level 7, I think, before you go for your Link 4, because that protects your Link 4 for targeting, so no Veiler or Imper. This new Link 2, this Link 2 gives you another normal summon, so go for the Zephyr one, and then we know these lines again very similar to the ones before. So target 2, keep the level 6 on field, but tag out the Link 2, very similar to, I mean, this gives me, what's the tag called? Plunder Patrol, that's the deck, right? It's very similar to Link 2. Anyway, I think this is pretty much the same board, right? Protection, Lars, tag out, Link 4 interruption, and double Steeds. So crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. A couple of replays. This deck is definitely Nibiru weak. Is this a cross-out deck? It might be. Depends on what their format is by the time we get these. Nibiru might not be a main deck worthy card, definitely a side deck, but cross-outs is there. Are there other options? Yeah, definitely. You might want to go for, as you saw like in the extra deck, what's it called? Revolution Synchron, potentially some lines, and that's the thing with this deck, like you have so much combo lines, so many combo lines to explore on it, it's so insane, so ridiculous and so hard at the same time. This particular combo or line involves Crush Sheep. Crush Sheep, super important to reborn your, extend your plays, right? And because you're able to Foolish Burial your Kanahawk before, you can get it on field with Crush Sheep and kind of not cheat out the Link 4, just make it with, well, as how it should, not with Bond. So again, pretty much the same end board, I think, even through Ash. So Battlefin hits the field with Tamer, yeah, Elder, yeah. The Kanahawk again for another search. Again, the thing with this deck is you have to keep track of which monsters you already special summon, so that's important. Here is the move I was talking about before. So banish one monster on your side of the field and one card from your opponent, tag out. So tag out for 1. And eventually, you know, tag out for, at least, yeah, it was ulti Kanahawk, so tag out for 2. Draw my opponent's Imper was not that fantastic, and yeah, obviously then no Steeds is there. We know Nibiru is there, so we're not going to play into it. I should be able to drop the fusion again, yeah, because I was able to send it back to the extra deck during their turn. Normal summon Zephyra, which is again basically the Blue Dragon, and you know, the Lion can just banish everything to, or 1, you know, Ritual Beast to boost the attack. I'm not so sure. I like the what is it called? The fire one, not the fire one, but the, you know which one I mean, the beast. I'm not sure. I think it's just fine as a one-off, the one that again potentially sent your Apelio from your deck to the graveyard. Anyway, another combo line, another one. Again, getting Ashed, that's so cool. Forces out your hand traps or your opponent's hand traps. This new continuous spell. So another line here was Lara, discard for extra normal summon. So keep in mind, I have at least 1 extra normal summon, and that's important because of the combo lines. Search Elder, because that's important for next. Search, what is it? So send back the fusion. Search Bond, yeah, because I want to cheat out the Link 4. Go for the level 7 fusion first. For protection, the Link 4 hits, gets back Kanahawk, and then, you know, go for the combo Elder Kanahawk. And this is again one of the combos we've seen before. I mean, that's, I guess, the advantage. Like, some of the beginnings might differ, these might be different, but eventually you will stumble upon the same combos throughout your solitary play. Yes. First level 6, banish, it doesn't really matter, I guess. Send deck 2 to search the first Steeds, go for the second Kanahawk, well, LT Kanahawk, and get another search. That should be another Steeds, yep, level 6. Omni-negation, basically, like, look at this. Link 4 to banish, you have 1 Omni-negation, Imperm is fine, yeah. We banish that black metal, tag out at the same time. Sure, this could make your opponent's Thrust Talons life, but I mean, it's still fine though, because you have double Steeds plus potential hand traps, right? And as you know, as you saw with more, maybe a more optimal list, you can run more hand traps if you find the space, but it definitely needs like work. Shifter is a deck, like back in the old school days, not with Shifter, but Macrocosmos, Dimensional Fissure. As you know, this deck can play those, can play around it, especially under Shifter, sending your cards back from your banished pile to the graveyard. That works, if I'm not mistaken. So Shifter is definitely, you know, something you might want to add. Other options are Gold Sark, Prosperity, Skill Drain as I mentioned before, Emergency Teleport, like maybe a Pendulum version, 50 cards Pendulum deck, maybe 60 if you find the space, because you have so many 1-card combos, but that needs more testing. So all suggestions are definitely welcome. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like. If you enjoyed the video, leave them signing out. Peace.